Hey, what's going on? Be checking out a few coins today, and then we'll get into something a little bit different, but still on the collecting side. So recently, I found out that a good friend and colleague of my wife's has a coin collection, and she shared with me some photos. And I have to say that the binder method with the 2x2s is actually pretty cool. I haven't figured out how I like mine organized. So far, it's just kind of my treasure chest, as you know from other videos. But I think the 2x2 in the binder makes sense because then you can write stuff. Even if you write it on the back, or, of course, you need to write it nicely and not make mistakes. But so far, I'll stick with my treasure chest. Feed me, Seymour. And maybe eventually when I bind her up, then I'll do the 2x2s with the little labels and keep that in a safe place, because obviously it would have some pretty cool stuff in it that I would not want to lose. But anyways, the photos that she shared with me, my wife's friend and colleague, the ones I saw had a lot of foreign stuff. So a few of these coins I'm going to be kicking down to her just for fun. Here's a Jamaica 10 cents. And she doesn't know that she's going to get these, but maybe I'll give her a heads up today or tomorrow. These are both 1972. That's a nickel and a dime. See, it's got a Cayman on there. Pretty sweet. My parents went to Jamaica on their honeymoon back in the 70s. So I've got a handful, literally like a handful of Jamaica coins. And they're all about from those years. And then here, okay, so sticking with the ones we're going to give to her, we got the two Jamaicas. I got some common year buffaloes, but they're in really good shape. 1936, they made a ton of these. Seriously, a ton. But these are in really nice shape, nice examples. And there's the S mark, no mark, which means Philly, and then the Denver mark. So there you go. And here's a walk-in Liberty. I really love animals on coins. So the eagles, the caiman, I'm just into it. It's pretty cool. And this is not the best looking coin, but it's real. And with the amount of fakes out there, it's really ruining the hobby. And here's a super nice Mercury dime, 1939. Philly. And of course I'll put these in capsules, and then she can put them in her 2x2s and catalog them and look them up, because that's the fun part, is looking up the documented history of these coins is a lot of fun. So then we'll get to this other little collection here. This is the same thing here. I got another set of 36s. Got the Philly SF and the Denver. That's the SF. Denver. And Philly. Philadelphia. Alright, then we got an Indian head penny. Pretty good shape. I can kind of see the Liberty letters, which makes it maybe an F12. And this year, of course, did not have a mint mark, but that's pretty cool. I don't have many Indian pennies, So I didn't want to give him my best one, but that's probably the top, in the top 5 for sure. And a decent old quarter. 1929, Standing Liberty. This is the nicest one out of the set. So this half is for my friend Taylor. And this part is for a childhood friend of mine that we totally lost touch almost 30 years ago. And we're going to meet up again later this week. So this is kind of like the spoiler video. I'm going to tell him, hey, check it out. Well, not really. But I want to document, a little bit of fun stuff here. This one's not too awesome there. This one's better. Not as old, but looks really good. That's the S44S. Couple of Mercuries. I like the backs of these Mercuries. You can see all the details on there. Fantastic. And this is just your average Morgan, S. San Francisco. Looks like it's been dropped. It's got a ding on there. Looks like it was well worn. 1883, not bad. This is a nice piece dollar. I really love the backs of these. Again, the animals. I can't resist a cool, detailed image of nature. But yeah, not too bad. So this is no mint mark, 1923, which, it's not a high dollar, but it's in pretty good shape. Just has a little scratch right there below the eye. And a couple of other little normal marks like on the edge there. But hey, I'd be super stoked to be surprised with a handful of coins like this. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hand these off in a couple days when I see my old friend. Man, 30 years. Don't wait so long to track down your old friends. And so, when we were kids, my friend used to collect stamps. And he had a stamp book that ended up getting misplaced. And I found it probably 5 years ago. And fully intact. It was a little musty from being in a basement, but in the garage, in some drawers, some furniture and stuff. Because long story short, he lived with me for less than a year when we were teenagers, and we were super good friends. We were like brothers. And so when I found the stamp book, then I tried to figure out how to track him down. And I did, but I was just kind of embarrassed and being stupid, and I didn't want to just call him outright and have some ridiculous story. But waiting a couple years was even stupider. I'm just a dork for waiting so long. So we're gonna look at some stamps. This is a postcard that my grandfather sent, because of course my coin collection has stamps. And so I've been going through everything, every once in a while. It's kind of hard for me to see the date on there, but that is definitely the Mediterranean. The stamp says Italy. That is Europe. I'm a little rusty on my German. So yeah, I'm gonna meet my buddy. He's gonna come pick up his stamp book that has everything in it from 28 years ago. I glanced in it yesterday when I talked to him, just to make sure nothing was nothing was super bad inside, but everything looks good in there, and he's gonna be super stoked to flip through it. I don't want to handle it too much. I want him to be the one to do the unboxing of his old book that he hasn't seen in 28 years. But it motivated me to make a little video and to pick out some coins, because I'm going to stoke them out with that handful of coins. And also my friend Taylor, you know, she's into coins. And what's better than getting an awesome couple of coins that you didn't have before? And even if they're not high dollar, mint, proofs, or even silver, you know, because these nickels aren't silver, these Jamaican coins aren't silver. And believe me, there's more stamps than this. This is just the envelope that I've never looked through. It's labeled all German. And the other ones were from all over Europe. My grandfather was in the Navy, and my great-grandfather was actually a captain of a ship. He owned a ship. So they had been all over the world. I'll have to tag my sister to read that, because I'm not going to figure that out in a couple minutes. But I'm assuming that's my grandma or great-grandma. Pretty cool. You know, old photos are pretty awesome, and that's why I like coins, because coins are like a time capsule. They have history, they have a story, and you know, bear with me. I'm really trying to figure out how to make quality videos. It is not easy. It's not my jam, but I'm getting there. You know, just gotta practice, right? There's a French one. That one's cool. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna look through these, and I'm gonna arrange them a little bit better, so that I'm not just handling them without foresight.